Greetings. Today I shall be showing you another type of impossible indifference curve, which is the thick one. If you don't know what I mean by thick, let me demonstrate. Okay, so that's the y-axis of indifference curve, that's the x. Any commodity can go in any spot. Let's use bread. Okay, bread and cheese. Okay, any commodity can go anywhere. So we'll use bread and cheese, okay? So let's draw the indifference curve. It's downward sloping. You know indifference curves are downward sloping. But and every point on the indifference curve, gives me a similar utility. That means that on any point, utility basically means my value I get out of it. So on any point on this indifference curve, I get the same value. So here is the same value as here. You see? Here is the same value as here. Any point in indifference curve gives me the same value. That's why it's called the indifference curve. I'm indifferent to any value upon the line here. So let me show you why a thick indifference curve would be invalid. Let me put some numbers here. So 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's stop at 5, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Now let me thicken this up here. Okay. Patience is key. Artiste. Anyway, let's call this point B. Let's call the same point directly above it A. Now, there's where indifference curve is a problem. Where thick indifference curve is a problem. Remember how I told you? That on the indifference curve, I'm indifferent to any point in the line here. So I could have this point here, this point there, that point there. But you see, at B, I measure it from the bottom. B, I'm getting 2, let's say 2, okay? And at A, I'm getting 3 and 3. Now, how can I be indifferent if I'm getting more at A than B? This is a direct contradiction of a rule known as the more is better rule. The more is better rule states that a consumer would prefer more to less. More is better, hence more is better. So, A is giving me more, B is giving me less. So, this contradicts the more is better rule, plus contradicts a vital rule of indifference curves, which states that everything upon the line is equal. Since everything on this line is not equal due to more is better, the thick indifference curve is invalid. And that's basically invalid indifference curves, thick.